Why you do this? Understand yourself. Why does it feel like everyone else gets chosen, but not you, even when you want love more than anything? You try, you show up, you care, and for a moment, it feels like something might actually happen. There's connection, attention, something real. Then something shifts. They pull back, lose interest, or never choose you fully. And your mind goes there again. Why not me? Did I say too much, or not enough? But what if that moment isn't about you being unlovable at all? Because wanting love isn't a problem, but the way your system starts reaching for it can quietly change how you show up. And when that happens, people don't just respond to your words, they respond to the pressure underneath them. And by the end of this video, you'll understand something most people never see: why chasing love can actually push it away, and how to shift into a state where connection can actually happen. If you've felt this more than once, the pattern becomes clear. You meet someone, there's interest. Something starts building, and you feel it, this could be something. So you lean in, you start thinking about them more, checking your phone more, reading into things more. And slowly, you stop feeling relaxed. You start feeling invested, and that investment doesn't feel negative at first, it feels like hope. Like something you don't want to lose before it even fully begins. And that's why it can be so hard to catch. Because it doesn't feel desperate in the beginning, it feels meaningful. Here's what most people miss. The moment you need something to work, you stop being fully present inside it. Your attention shifts from connection to outcome, from "this feels good" to "I hope this works." And that shift changes everything. Because once outcome becomes the focus, your energy starts leaving the moment. You're no longer just relating, you're monitoring. Because this isn't just about liking someone, it's about what it represents. Being chosen, being wanted, being enough. So when you feel something real, it's no longer just a moment. It becomes loaded. It's no longer just about liking them. It starts feeling like this moment could define something about you. And your nervous system starts treating it like something you could lose. And the more meaning your system attaches to it, the less neutral the connection starts to feel. And when something feels like it could be lost, your system activates. You start paying closer attention, thinking ahead, trying to do things right. Not because you're insecure, but because your system is trying to protect something that matters. But here's the catch: that protection can feel like pressure. And pressure doesn't have to be loud to be real. Sometimes it's just a tiny shift, but people feel that shift immediately. Because the more you want it, the harder it becomes to just be in it. You start adjusting what you say, how you act, how much you show. You try to stay balanced, but inside, you're not. You're slightly tense, slightly focused, slightly trying. And that's enough to shift the energy. And the strange part is, the more you care, the less natural you start to feel. Like you're slightly outside yourself, watching instead of just being in it. And once you start watching yourself too much, you stop flowing naturally. You stop responding and start managing. And this is the uncomfortable truth. People don't just respond to what you say. They respond to what they feel. And pressure is felt. Even when it's subtle, even when it's unintentional, it shows up as expectation, as intensity, as something slightly too much too soon. And if they're not in the same place, they pull back. Not always because something is wrong, but because something feels heavy before it feels safe. And most people pull away from what feels emotionally loaded before they even understand why. You stop flowing naturally, you stop responding, and start managing. Meanwhile, your experience feels completely different. You're just trying to connect, to be seen, to be chosen. But inside, you're more focused on them than yourself, more aware of their reactions than your own feelings. And that's the shift. Because the moment you leave yourself, you start relating from need instead of truth. So the pattern forms. The more you want connection, the more you reach. The more you reach, the more pressure is felt. The more pressure is felt, the more distance is created. And the distance makes you want it more. So you try harder, think more, adjust more, and the cycle repeats. And because it happens slowly, you don't notice the shift right away. You just feel like something that once felt easy, suddenly feels harder. And by that point, you usually blame yourself for not doing it better. When the real issue is that you stopped feeling safe enough to simply be yourself inside it. At a deeper level, this isn't really about them. It's about what love has become for you. If love feels like something that proves your worth, then not being chosen feels personal. Like something is missing, so your system tries to fix it. by doing more, being better, trying harder. But love doesn't respond to effort like that. Because real connection isn't created by proving your value. It happens when your value isn't the thing you're trying to negotiate. And over time, this becomes identity. You become the one who tries, the one who gives, the one who hopes, the one who almost gets chosen, but not fully. And here's the important part. If you believe you need to be chosen to feel enough, you will keep entering dynamics where you're not. Not because it's true, but because it's familiar. And familiarity is powerful, even when it doesn't feel good. Because your system will always choose what it recognizes over what it doesn't understand yet. So even when a calmer kind of love appears, it might feel less exciting at first. Not because it's wrong, but because your system is more used to longing than receiving. But when you see this, something shifts. It stops being, "Why don't they choose me?" and becomes, "Why am I trying to be chosen in the first place?" And that question changes everything. Because it brings your attention back to you. And that's the first real moment of power. Because now you're no longer waiting for someone else to define what this means about you. Now you can start noticing something deeper. Do I actually like this person? Or do I like the attention, the potential, the feeling of being wanted? Am I connecting, or am I chasing a feeling? Because those are not the same thing. And this is where many people get stuck. They're not in love with the person. They're in love with the idea of being chosen. And when you confuse those two, you can stay attached to people who were never truly right for you. This is where the real shift begins. Instead of focusing on being chosen, you start focusing on how you feel. Do I feel relaxed here? Do I feel like myself? Do I feel seen, or am I performing? And instead of trying to create connection, you allow it to reveal itself. Because real connection doesn't need pressure. It builds naturally, and when it's real, you won't have to force yourself into a shape just to keep it alive. Here's a practical shift you can actually use. The next time you feel yourself thinking, "Why not me?" Pause, take one breath, and ask yourself two things. Do I actually like this person for who they are? Or do I just want to be chosen right now? Then ask, am I showing up as myself, or am I trying to be what works? These questions do something powerful. They bring you out of chasing and back into awareness. And from there, you can start choosing too. And that's the moment something changes, not outside of you, but inside. Because for the first time, you're not trying to secure connection, you're observing it. And that shift matters, because the moment you stop trying to secure love, you can finally start seeing what's actually there. Mutual interest, or just your hope attached to potential. The fact that you're still here means something. Part of you is ready to stop asking, "Why not me?" and start seeing the pattern clearly. You were never the problem. But the moment love becomes something you need to earn, you start losing yourself inside it. And people don't connect to who you're trying to be. They connect to who you are when you're not trying. So maybe the real shift isn't, "How do I get chosen?" but "Who am I when I stop trying to be chosen?" And maybe this was never about them choosing you at all. Maybe it was about you learning to stop abandoning yourself in the process of wanting someone else. And here's something I want you to really sit with. Be honest with yourself. Have you ever chased someone, not because they were right for you, but because being chosen by them felt like it would finally prove that you were enough? Fire.